What's up, YouTube? So, good question. Best special teams player, and this one's gonna hit close to home. Bill Bates versus Steve Tasker, because I'm a Bills fan, and I gotta remember these two. Oh, this is a good one because if you know anything about special teams, these dudes were bad. If I took my bias out of it from Tasker, Bill Bates played 15 years for the Cowboys. He was a gritty dude. One of those cats that wasn't the fastest, wasn't the biggest, the strongest, but he played with so much heart and emotion. He played safety. He covered a lot of ground. And remember, he played for them cats for a long time. I mean, he really showed a lot of spunk. He had a lot of fight in him. Um, he was the real deal. When I think about Tasker, I was like, wow, this cat was bad. There's certain cats that you see and you kind of might you kind of take it for granted because it's like them cats was around forever, but this cat was bad. I mean, he was the truth. He was the show enough, show enough. I can't even really put it into perspective how because I was thinking about it, and he really put it down. He was really one of those cats that um, it was amazing when you think about it. Because I mean, Bill Bates was like real feisty. I've seen cats like that who are either undersized, overachieved, and played beyond their means. And if you could do special teams, that means you get to do some defense, you get some offense, you get a little bit of everything. People don't understand how hard it is on the pro level because speed, endurance, strength, agility, quickness, and then also with the competition, everybody coming at you, you got to be so set, you got to be so stern, you got to be so agile in your availability. He did the thing. So when I think about it, yeah, I think that he was definitely one of those cats that, without a question, um, one of the baddest to do it, no doubt. I think like, wow, yeah, Tasker. I really thought a lot of Tasker. I mean not Tasker. I was talking about Bill Bates. Bill Bates. Now let's get to Steve Tasker because as a Buffalo Bills fan, he was part of the 4 straight Super Bowl appearances. He was a 7-time Pro Bowl. Even won the MVP in '93. Um, Tasker was a jack of all trades. They really they used to always say, I think it was Ernest Zampizzi of the Dallas Cowboys who held him in high regard because Tasker was just so versatile. It was a uniqueness. I see other guys who've come along and do multitasking, but Tasker was like one of the uniqueness of his eyes because he was athletic, he could move, and he like if I had a obviously top 25 all-time Buffalo Bills, he'd be in my list. He'd be in the, you know, not necessarily in the immediate top 10, but he would be, yeah, I'd say one of the 25 greatest Bills ever. He was one of my favorite players. Um, Mobile, flexible. He outworked you. He created his own position. So he was very instrumental in those Bills runs. So I had a lot of respect for what he did as a player, and so I would definitely say that Tasker was a bad dude. So out of Bill Bates and Steve Tasker, who would I probably take? Well, as a Bills fan, I'm gonna take Tasker, but I think they both were unique as special teams player. Two of the greatest special teams player I've ever seen. So it's a evenly, almost evenly matched with what they represent for Dallas with Bates and Bills with Tasker. Please like, subscribe, work on thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another share if you'd like, and hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.